Yo, welcome back, YouTube. It's your boy. You already know who it is, man. CJ13K. As y'all can see, bro. Today I'm coming back with another video. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be bringing them back to back at y'all, so y'all might as well go and get ready for it. But today this video will be called "Why It Sucks to Be Born a Namekian," bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest, bro. If you want to be real, bro, Namekians they're the black race of Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? They're the black race of Dragon Ball. Everybody say it. Everybody knows it, bro. You know what I'm saying? If black people, there are they are black people in Dragon Ball, but like, if the world was actually made into Dragon Ball, right? Everybody knows that the Namekians would be black people, bro. Just being honest, bro. Look at Piccolo, bro. You know what I'm saying? That nigga be having the do rag on, the turban on. You know what I'm saying? He take that off his waist under there. Y'all know how it is, bro. The nigga be aura forming. Straight like that, bro. But anyways, if y'all like the video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, bro. I'm trying to hit 1K followers by the end of this year, bro. By the end of the year. Actually, not by the end of this year. Probably by the end of 2026, because I feel like this year's already damn near at an end. So it's just like, fuck it, push it to 2026, bro. 2K26, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. Let's get the video started. Let's go.
Namekians are asexual. Their process of reproduction is unlike most species. It requires no partner, no union. Instead, they give birth by spitting out eggs. That's how you were born. Your father chose your appearance, your height, and most importantly, your clan. A Namekian can belong to one of two clans.
It's kind of crazy how like the Namekians can really control everything they do. Like they can control whether they wanna like be asexual. You know what I'm saying? Well, they can't control that, CJ. Damn, that was stupid. But the fact that they could choose how you're born, your height, you know what I'm saying, the clan that you're in, and all that other stuff, that's pretty cool, bro. It's pretty cool, bro. Namekians in general are just cool. Like their physiology is cool. You know what I'm saying? They are cool in general. Like the Namekians are the best race in Dragon Ball, bro. They're the best.
The Dragon Clan or the Warrior Clan. The choice is not yours. It is made for you based on the needs of your tribe at the time of your birth. The Dragon Clan are gifted with magic. Many can heal wounds, some can create objects from thin air, and a rare few, the most gifted, can forge Dragon Balls themselves. At the time of your birth, the Dragon Clan made up 84% of the planet's population. The rest were warriors. And so you were created to fight. Warrior Namekians exist for a single purpose: to protect the planet. They're born with high power levels, but that alone is not enough.
And it's kind of crazy how that worked. Like how the Namekians can be so strong, bro. They can be born so strong. Like the warriors can be overpowered, bro. Look at Piccolo, bro. Piccolo, one of the strongest people in the series right now. You know what I'm saying? Because once he got that orange form, it was raps. Once he made that wish, it was over with, bro. My boy, the Namekians finally became that top tier. You know what I'm saying? They up there now. I mean, they've always been up there, but it's like they're always overshadowed by Saiyans like everybody else. Matter of fact, this might be off topic, but like, what I hope Dragon Ball do one day, if it does continue for as long as it's been going, I hope they give an Earthling the time to shine. Like I really hope Majube steps up in the story eventually. I pray that they do it. You know what I'm saying? Even though he a kid right now, like if they gonna keep the story going, bro, we need a strong Earthling. We need one, and I feel like it's gonna be Majube. It should be Majube. Honestly, if you want to be honest, it's destined to be him. If you want to be real. But yeah, bro, I just hope they do that, bro. They need to go and pull the trigger on that.
From the moment you could walk, your training began. You were lucky. Your master was one of the strongest warriors on the planet, a hero who had saved your people countless times. You admired him. You wanted to be like him.
Oh well, if you want to be technical, oob.
From him, you learned more than just martial arts, energy manipulation, and combat techniques. You learned history, you learned traditions. You learned that Namek was once an advanced civilization before the great weather catastrophe erased almost everything your ancestors had built. If not for Elder Guru, your race would have been lost forever. Now the future rested on you. Your generation would carry the burden of rebuilding Namekian society, restoring it to its former glory. And then there were the Dragon Balls. Your people revered them, not as mere artifacts, but as sacred objects. They prayed to them. They protected them with their lives. When you first learned of their wish-granting power, you asked the...
And now that I think about it, bro, just think about if more of their race were warriors, bruh. I don't think Frieza would have stood a chance. I'm not even capping, bro. Like, I feel like if there were more warriors than there are the Dragon Clan, then the Namekians are kind of be broken. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If there were more warriors than there were Dragon Clan members, which were the peaceful ones, you know what I'm saying, the pacifists, yeah, the Namekians would be so cracked. They already are, but like their race would be way more oomph.
Obvious question. Why don't we use them to restore Namek to its golden age? The answer was firm. The Dragon Balls must never be used for selfish desires. They exist only for times of true need. Years passed. You grew strong. Side by side with your master, you defended Namek from countless threats, space pirates, invaders, those who sought the Dragon Balls for their own greed. Time and time again, you prevailed. Until the day you didn't. Until the day he arrived. Frieza. His army descended upon Namek.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, like, that point of view of you meeting Frieza for the free, you probably ain't gonna meet him because this nigga's evil. So, like, he just gonna be blasting everything. Like, he's not even gonna be blasting everything. He's just gonna be beaming everything, bro. That's one thing I used to hate about Frieza. Or really any other villain, bro. They just get to keep blasting everything. Blowing everything up, bro. And what can the Namekians do? Absolutely nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? My boy Nail tried his best. Got cooked. I ain't gonna lie, got washed. My boy Piccolo tried his best. Fused with Nail, Kame, and Guru. I think he fused with Guru. But I need to go back and watch Dragon Ball. But yeah, bro, like, it's devious. Still couldn't do nothing to Frieza. This nigga had forms in his bag. What you gonna do against somebody with forms in that bag, bro? Absolutely nothing. He's still gonna cook you.
Like a storm, burning everything in their path. Villages were reduced to ashes. Warriors fell one by one. Your master, the strongest among you, never stood a chance. You survived, barely. But survival was not victory, because there was no one left who could stop Frieza. No one on the entire planet. As soon as you could stand again, you sensed them. Power levels so immense, they sent a chill through your body. The Frieza force, no doubt, but someone was fighting them. Who? You rushed toward the battlefield, the urgency in your heart, battling the fear up your spine. The closer you got, the stronger the power levels became. Overwhelming, terrifying, beyond anything you had ever felt. And when you find...
Yeah, by the way that man looking, yeah, he know he cooked. But I've always wanted to know, like, how do power levels feel? Because, like, when they be reacting to, like, strong-ass power levels, like, they genuinely be shook. Like, I wonder how that feels. Like, running into a power level like Frieza's or Cell's or Boo's. You know what I'm saying? I know Boo's was probably crazy, bro. Kid Boo's power level, and then they can sense the evil within it, too. So it's just like, damn. Damn, that's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't bring up, like, all the god forms and stuff like that, like Beerus, because you can't really... You can feel their presence, but, like, you can't really sense their energy. They can't sense their ki, so it's like, it's broken. But, yeah, bro. So I know... He just know he's cooked. He know he's cooked.
Finally arrived, you froze. You had never known fear like this. It wrapped around you, sinking deep into your bones, paralyzing you. The sheer magnitude of the battle made your presence feel insignificant. You weren't strong enough. You weren't ready. If you joined in, you wouldn't make a difference. But you watched, you couldn't look away. From the shadows, you watched as a group of warriors, outsiders, people who had no connection to your planet, fought with everything they had to stop Frieza. You saw.
Could you imagine that, bro? You see Goku, you know what I'm saying, Krillin and his son, bro, Gohan, boxing it out, and you're just sitting there knowing you have a duty to protect your planet, and you're just watching them get cooked, and you don't even know them the whole time, bro. You supposed to be doing what you're doing, bro. You supposed to go out like Nell. You know what I'm saying? You the warrior. You gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it.
Them defy death itself, pushing beyond their limits, refusing to surrender. Some of them were weaker than you, yet they still fought without hesitation. And then you saw him, Goku. The moment Goku transformed into a Super Saiyan burned itself into your memory. A golden warrior standing against the monster who had torn your people apart. That sight would haunt you, inspire you, define you. And then the Dragon Balls were used. Your people were brought back to life and transported to Earth. While the others celebrated their survival, you thought only of the battle's outcome. Had Goku won? Had he survived? Then the news reached you. Goku had defeated Frieza and escaped Namek. Relief washed over you. Not just because Frieza was gone, but because it meant...
Dang, bro. Now that I think about it, bro, like, can you think of that? Like, the tale of the Super Saiyan, how it used to be like a myth for only, like, the Saiyan race and, like, Frieza's race. You know what I'm saying? The Frost Demons. And now everybody knows it. Like, the Namekians know it now. And you're probably a legend to the Namekians. Goku is crazy, bro. Goku is crazy. The amount of influence he has is so insane, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine? Like, I ain't gonna lie. If I was ever in Dragon Ball and I had, like, the ability to inspire people like that, bro, and a little Namekian child walked up to me, if I'm one of the Z Fighters, and be like, oh, yeah, bro, like, you friends with Goku. We look up to y'all. Y'all the Z Fighters. Y'all cool. That'd be dope as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm inspiring the Namekians to be better. You know? Be like Piccolo, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Goku was still out there. It meant that one day you might meet him. That maybe, just maybe, you could be one of his friends. Life on Earth was peaceful. Goku's friends visited often, ensuring your people were well. You admired them, the way they spoke, the way they lived, the way they laughed. They were heroes, and you wanted to be among them, but you never approached them.
Leave it all to me, Belle! Oh, Hinata.
What the fuck is that?
You felt unworthy, too weak, too insignificant to stand beside them, so you made a promise. You would train. You would push yourself beyond your limits. You would become strong enough to stand among them. Eventually, it was time to leave. Your people found a new home. A planet you named New Namek. As soon as you arrived, everyone worked tirelessly to shape it into something familiar, something that resembled a home you had lost. But while they rebuilt the world, you had only one thought: training. You devoted yourself to it, pushing your limits, breaking past them over and over again. Years passed, you became strong, stronger than you had ever imagined. But it wasn't enough. You wanted more. Then one day, Goku arrived. You had waited for this moment. You wanted to walk.
Then it's crazy because, like, this would actually be an excellent moment. I really hope. Now I'm invested. But I really hope this Namekian, shows Goku his power, bro. Because Goku is always willing to fight people. That's one thing I like about Goku, too, bro. Goku is really a GM for power hunting, for power level hunting, bro. If he noticed that you got the smidget of a power level, bro, a little decent power level, he'll train you. And he'll get you right, bro. That's why I always fuck with Goku, bro. He'll put you on, bro. Oh, yeah, you're strong. Let's fight. You know what I'm saying? Let's train. Let's train together. You know what I'm saying? I love that about Goku.
Up to him to tell him that he had changed your life, that he had given you something to strive for. But the words never left your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
He had come for a reason Earth needed a new guardian. And so he chose Dende, a young Namekian who had helped during the battle against Frieza. You watched as they left, and a thought took root in your mind. As you watched Dende leave for Earth, you thought to yourself, maybe one day Goku would return looking for a warrior instead of a guardian. You had to be ready for that day. And so you continued to train. Space travel was rare among your people, but eventually you made the decision, leaving Namek behind to explore the universe, seeking new challenges, new mentors, and new techniques. You trained under masters from across the stars, warriors who...
It's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? If he was gonna do this, he might as well just went to Earth with Goku. I mean, he's training other people and all that other stuff. That's cool, but bro, the first thing I would have did the moment I got access to space travel, bro, I'm going straight to Goku. That's the best person to train with. Goku and Vegeta. I mean, Vegeta probably wouldn't train with you, knowing how he is. That pride, because this, mind you, this is Cell Saga Vegeta. So like he's getting to that point where he's starting to open up to people, but he's still a prick. You know what I'm saying? Overconfident, prideful. So he probably wouldn't train with you. And on top of that, he was training by himself a lot still. But Goku's willing to train with everybody. And then you got you got Piccolo over there. They got the hyperbolic together, so you know what I'm saying? That would have been perfect training, bro. Perfect training.
Shaped you into a fighter unlike any other. Your strength became legendary. Your style, diverse. But no matter how strong you became, you...
Hold on, but that's... My boy trained with Sean O'Malley, bro. That's what that looked like. I may be wrong, because it may be Gustav. I may be wrong by that, but... yeah,
never
bro.
stopped hearing the news about Goku, his battles, his victories, the ever-growing power he reached. You heard whispers that he had attained the power of gods, training beyond mortal limits. So you pushed yourself even harder. Through the years, you became Namek's greatest protector. Countless threats came for the Dragon Balls, each one stronger than the last, and yet you stood against them. Again and again, you defended your planet, earning the title Planet Namek's Savior. You were no longer alone either. Inspired by Goku and his friends, you gather a team, a group of warrior clan Namekians who fought by your side.
Not gonna lie, this would kind of be fire. Like, if they made, like, a spin-off of, like, a certain group of warriors inspired by the Z Fighters, that would be so cool. And then Piccolo can actually go back home and train these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love stuff like that. I don't know why they don't make spin-offs or stuff like this, bro. Piccolo could have had a spin-off on his own where he, you know what I'm saying, goes to Namek and train up warriors. Trunks could have had a spin-off when future Trunks could have had a spin-off on his own. You know what I'm saying? Because after the Cell Saga, and not even the Cell Saga, but the Goku Black arc or whatever, the Fuse Zamasu arc, you don't know what happens to Trunks after that. I mean, in the games and Kakarot in the DLC, it shows when Trunks beats Boo, but he didn't even beat Boo. I think he beat the Brora. I don't even think he had to fight Boo. And then he trained with the Kais or whatever. But after that, we don't know what happened to Trunks. Like, after the Fuse Zamasu arc, we don't know what happened to Trunks. They say his world was forever at peace because Beerus never woke up, but they could have brought it deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? They really could have kept Trunks around for the Tournament of Power. That would have been fire.
Together, you became a force to be reckoned with. And then, the day finally came. Goku needed a fighter. The Supreme Kai of your universe himself arrived on Namek, seeking warriors to represent your people in a multiversal tournament, a battle that would decide the fate of your entire existence. This was it. This was your chance. You stepped forward, telling the Supreme Kai of your years of training, of the battles you had fought, of the strength you had cultivated. You demonstrated your power, unleashing everything you had worked for. He was impressed. He admitted that your strength surpassed even some of Goku's teammates. But then he hesitated. He explained that while your raw power was undeniable, Goku's team had something you lacked. Experience fighting together. Their synergy, their ability to cooperate in battle, was an advantage too valuable to overlook. And so, despite your strength, you weren't chosen. The words crushed you.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think the Supreme Kai would do something like this. I'm gonna be honest, because like, yeah, they were sticking together, but it's like, bro, Goku and Vegeta's adaptability to people is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? It don't take them that. It don't take. Goku's a prodigy. Vegeta's a prodigy, bro. So it's like, when it comes down to it, they gon' mesh eventually. You know what I'm saying? Piccolo's a prodigy. Gohan's prodigy. They fighting prodigies, bro. I'm pretty sure if you team up with them and they figure out your fighting style and your tactics, they're going to mesh. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of whack. I don't like how they did my dude.
This had been your one chance, the opportunity you had dreamed of since childhood.
Then on top of that, fucking Piccolo's one of the wisest dudes on the planet. Piccolo be training people. That's Piccolo niche. Piccolo would have got this dude right.
To stand alongside Goku to finally prove yourself worthy. And just like that, it was gone. Your friends tried to comfort you. They reminded you that another chance would come, that your time would come.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I know I keep pausing the video a lot, but bro, this makes me low-key want to go play a game on Roblox called Final Stand. I might just play that after this. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? Make me, cause I already got a Namekian that I need to get to level 150. So shit. Hopefully they drop Namek Saga, and I hope it be decent, bro. They dropped the Namek arc. You know what I'm saying? And it be decent, bro. I hope it's not trash.
And they were right. Because not long after the multiversal tournament, Namek was attacked. A powerful sorcerer, an escaped prisoner, descended upon your world. A villain so strong that even Goku and Vegeta themselves rushed.
And it's so crazy, bro. Because if bro was picked, he would have been way stronger than what he is now. If this Namekian was picked, this unknown, I'm gonna give him a name. What's a good name, bro? They usually name people after vegetables, so I name him Mato. After tomato, you know what I'm saying? If Mato would have got picked, right, my nigga probably would have been straight. You know what I'm saying? Mato probably would have been dogging niggas, bro. He would have probably been easy. He probably wasn't gonna be able to easily beat Moro, but he probably would have gave Moro a run for his money. Mato probably finna give him a run for his money now.
To Namek's aid. But even they were losing. When you heard the news, without hesitation you prepared to join the battle. And then a thought crept into your mind. If Goku and Vegeta couldn't stop this enemy, how could you? Your heart pounded. Your breath caught in your throat.
Oh my gosh, he's worse than Yamcha. He's worse than Krillin. Bro, you don't know until you try. He ain't got that warrior spirit. I don't know how he was born into the warrior clan. He should have been a pacifist. If every time he fights something and the moment he even gets the lack of a sense of a threat, he gets scared, bro. Piccolo ain't even like this. My God.
Fear gripped you, just as it had all those years ago on Namek when you watched Frieza's battle from the shadows. You froze, the same crushing doubt washing over you. Had you changed at all? Had all those years of training meant nothing? Would you always be the warrior standing on the sidelines, watching as others fought the battles that mattered? Would you ever be worthy of standing beside Goku? But this time it was different. Because like Goku, this time you had friends to support you. As panic and doubt consumed you, they stood by your side. They reassured you, calmed you, reminded you of something important. Your fear wasn't unfounded. This enemy was beyond anything you had ever faced. Even with your strength, you might not make a difference. But there is power in unity. They had a plan. They offered to fuse with you. You recoiled at the idea. Namek fusion was permanent, an irreversible sacrifice. If they fused, they wouldn't just be fighting beside you. They would become a part of you, forever. But they insisted. To them it was an honor to be part of their hero, to become one with the planet Namek's savior. One by one, they placed their hands on you, and as they merged into your being,
Okay, yeah, that's W friendship right there. That's W friendship right there. That's one thing I will ultimately admit, bro. That's W friendship like that. The fact, cause that's a big that's people don't understand how fusions with fusing with Namekians fusing with each other is, bro. It's permanent. They're a part of you, bro. It's permanent. So it's just like, man. And they get massive power boosts from this too.
you felt it. Your strength exploding beyond limits you never imagined. Your body radiated with power. Your energy surging to levels comparable to Goku's. But it wasn't just power that changed. For the first time in your life, you felt completely fearless. Their trust, their sacrifice, their belief in you, it burned away. Every trace of doubt and hesitation. There was no room for fear anymore. This was the moment you had waited for your entire life. You launched toward the battlefield. The day had come. You were going to teach this magician a lesson. You were going to show your hero, Goku, the true power of Namek's savior. As you soared through the sky, you spotted him, the villain who had crushed Goku and Vegeta. You clenched your...
I know this is so random and I'm so sorry for pausing it. But this would be an epic story for a campaign. Like, if they ever did, like, if they dropped, like, Xenoverse 3, right? Bro, imagine if each and every race had, like, a certain campaign they can do. And, like, one of your campaigns as a Namekian was, like, to have a group of warriors or whatever. And Goku and Vegeta are having this massive fight, you know what I'm saying? And then it ends up coming towards Namek. And your goal is to, like, help Goku and Vegeta out to beat this threat that they're fighting. That would be so cool, bro. Just like they had race transformations in Xenoverse 2, you gotta have like a specific storyline tied to the race you pick. That would be so dope.
Fists, preparing to make your entrance with an earth-shattering attack that would honor your friend's sacrifice. Then, for the first time, you saw him. Goku was looking at you. After all these years, after all the battles, after all the training, he had finally noticed you. This was it. Watch this, Goku. Here comes the planet Namek's savior. Take this, you piece of shit. Ha! You barely had time to register what had happened before. You were falling. As the ground rushed toward you, you had only one thought before everything faded. Embarrassment. After everything, after all the training, the sacrifice, the struggle, you had embarrassed yourself in front of the one?
Nah. No way this ends like this. No way this ends like this, bro. My boy was so hyped and they gonna do him dirty. After all this time, they gonna do him dirty? Nah, bro.
Person you wanted to impress the most. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my friends. Your sacrifice was wasted on a disgrace.
Wait, this was an actual warrior in the show? That's crazy if this was an actual warrior in the show, bro. Or in the manga. I might have to look this up. I know that Goku doesn't actually see Planet Namek Savior's death, but I tweaked things a bit to fit the story I wanted to tell. So this was an actual dude. This was an actual character in the show. That's crazy as hell. That is so crazy.
Thank you all so much for supporting my stories. As you might have noticed, I had a voiceover guy narrate this video. Let me know if you prefer this, or if you like it better when I do the narration myself. Also, I am trying to get these videos sponsored so I can hire people to improve the quality and make them faster. But every sponsor keeps telling me that my views are impressive, but I lack subscribers. I honestly don't know why they care about subscribers that much, but if you want to help me, please consider subscribing. And see you in the next story.
Well, you know what I gotta do. You know what I gotta do. Help him get one step closer to that goal, bro. Cause I did mess with this video. But anyways, bro. Matter of fact, if y'all want to be helpful, bro, go subscribe to my boy Super Rami, man. Go subscribe to him, man, so he can get his sponsor, so that way he can make better quality content, bro. Which honestly, it wasn't bad in my opinion. It was actually pretty good. But yeah, bro, that is so crazy. I did not know that was an actual character, cause I don't read the manga. I just, I play the games and I watch the live action, or I watched the live action. But yeah, bro. Why? My thing is, why he just infused with Piccolo? That would have made much more sense. He should have just waited and just fused with Piccolo. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Piccolo got his own power up now, so it really don't matter. Anyways, chat. I keep calling y'all chat, but anyways, my bad for the ramble. Like I said, go subscribe to my boy Super Rami so he can get his content better. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if y'all enjoyed the video, bro. Like I said before, 1K subscribers by the end of 2026, or by the end of 2026. I'm just gonna go and say it like that. What else? Gaming content may be on the way. I may try to do some variety stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm sticking to the reactions because I really don't know how to edit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to level it out. You know what I mean? And see how this goes. You know, if y'all do want me to start my gaming content, I'm gonna let y'all know this now. The editing might not be swell because I know I'm going to suck at it, bro. Well, I can't really say that because, you know, you don't know until you try. But anyways, enough of my rambling. I love you guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. See y'all later.